back to my channel, Consistent Healing and Growth. I am Jenaya, and today we're going to talk about pink tax. Now, here are my thoughts on pink tax. Let's get to it. Alright, so if you haven't heard what pink tax is, let me put the definition up here. But basically, pink tax is a tax where women's products and services are priced higher than their counterparts, like men. And me personally, this is my first time ever hearing about it. I never heard about it before, but I was watching Trevor Noah, on the Daily Show, and one of his co-hosts, I forgot her name. I'll probably post something on here, but she was having a segment on pink tax, and it really threw me off because first of all, I didn't know it exists, and two, I think that's extremely fucked up. There are people in certain states that's trying to get pink tax removed, so in appeal, because that's not fair that literally just because you package something similar or literally the same thing as a man's product, but you color it pink and then market it to women, now all of a sudden it costs more just for those factors only, not because it does anything different from the product that's given to men or advertised to men, but it's just colored pink and catered to women, and now women have to pay more. And there was an article on ustoday.com. I will actually post that link down in the description below if you wanted to read that article. I was going to kind of paraphrase the article, but it was saying that children's toys, like girls' toys, cost more. It costs about 7% more than boys' toys. And they were saying that girls' uniforms, there's nothing different between the material or the colors or anything, are 2% more than the boys' uniforms. And the same thing with services and products sold to women cost more than men's products, and there's nothing really different with it. It's just packaged and advertised differently, and that really sparked me to do some more research and stuff on it. And I'm actually going to do more in this video than talk about pink tax. I'm actually going to talk about getting food through advertisement. I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes. Getting food through advertisement, through television also, and eating better ingredients. I'm going to tie all of this into. I'm going to tie all of this in one video because I feel like they all go together in a weird sense. So I'm going to try to put it all together. But I would love to know your thoughts on pink tax. Did you know that it exists? How you feel about it? Just comment down below. Let me know how you feel. But my feelings, this is just fucked up, and I would love to continue to learn how legislation is working to get rid of the pink tax and do something about it. There's a couple of governors in certain states that's working on getting rid of it. I'm not sure the states, but I just think that's really messed up. So just let me know your thoughts and comments, about it. Like I said, did you know about it? How you feel about it? Let's talk about it. But I also want to go into getting full with advertising on TV. Now, I don't watch TV at all. But the only time I really watch TV is when I'm at work in a break room. And when I watch it, I get angry. I get upset, and it makes me feel disgusted because some people, majority of people, really do be falling for the things that they advertise on TV. And as a marketing strategy, they really don't put a lot of effort into it. It's so they put so lack of effort that they use people's lack of confidence, self love, self awareness, and they can easily just put the most simplest things to trick you into buying these dumbass products or eating something that's extremely unhealthy for you. And you'll do it. And that's not fair. It's not, it's not, it's not, it's fucked up. It's just mind control programming. And it really bothers me because I see the fuck shit. I see things differently. Like when you are aware, because just basically like you being conscious literally just means to be aware. When you're aware, you see and you feel it differently than when I was easily hypnotized to the fuck shit. It was easy for me to be like, oh, Taco Bell got these new rattlesnake fries. Oh, I'm about to go cop some. And then now I would see it, and I'm like, that shit looks nasty. And it probably doesn't even, most likely 99.999% of the shit that they advertise on TV does not look like what you get when you order food. If you want to just talk about food, you know, in a sense, the way that they advertise medication, the way that they advertise all of these different things, it's disgusting. It's just disgusting because it's like, in my head, my own personal opinion, I'm like, how are people falling for the fuck shit? How are you falling for this? Like, how are you not seeing this, the programming? And you have to humble yourself when you are aware, because it's like not everybody is aware or want to be aware of the shits. They don't want to see it. They know that it exists, but they don't want to see it because when you see it, you can't unsee what you just saw. Not everybody is open to the awakening of consciousness, awareness to want to change, because when you are aware of something, that means most likely the next step is to change it. A lot of people are not ready for that step of, okay, I have to change. Because when you change, that means you have to do something different. And a lot of people are comfortable. They're comfortable. They don't want to move. They don't want to do anything different. And how dare you, in their mindset, their perception, how dare you change that? You know? So that's what can make these things frustrating when it comes to trying to get people to be aware to see. You know, me, if you ask me a question, I'll give you the answer, and I'll be as real as possible with it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because it might hurt your feelings or you're not ready for it. I'm going to give you the real. But I'm going to put images on here so you see how they fool you. So let's go to the food real quick, because I saw a video on Facebook where they show how food advertising fools the people. And when I saw a video when I was like in seventh grade about it, but this was more recent because it's on Facebook, obviously. But when I saw that, it made me more disgusted, because even though I know, but it's like I know how they do it. It's not like, okay, I already know they're doing fuck shit, but it's like I know how they're doing the fuck shit, and it makes me even more disgusted, because I notice like when it comes to like yogurt commercials or uh, these commercials where they sell us some type of creamy stuff. That's not the actual product. That's literally shaving cream. And it's crazy because they never show you the person actually eating it right there. They show like the the close up and then the person eating it from afar. But they never show you actually the close up with the person eating it right there. And I was just like, I peep game. But how many people don't peep game? How many people actually do fall for the shits? It makes me sad. And I be trying to explain this to my mom, and I'm glad that she's being more open to information. But a lot of people, parents are not, or their, friends or their significant other, they're not open to it. They're not ready to be open to it. And that's okay. We shouldn't enforce something that just because we know something, we shouldn't force, people to, comply with what we know. Like, people are allowed to live their lives or, how they should, or it should at least be that way. And, you have to just ease in when it comes to getting people to be aware of what's really happening and what people are really doing behind the scenes to get you to consume. Consumerism is the most scariest thing I think that has ever plagued planet Earth. Like, seriously. Because when you turn into a consumer, in my opinion, I call that the zombie apocalypse. Like, let's just really sit and think about it. People who still practice, these holiday traditions, and they go on Black Friday, and you see the chaos that happens at the stores, or maybe it hasn't been so severe lately because people are, being hip to what's going on. But think about how it used to be. People wasn't hip to what was going on. The casualties that happens, the injuries. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sickening that corporations turn human beings into consumers. And you just feel like you have to just keep buying shit. And they make so much of it. You have all these options to keep buying. And now you end up with a whole house full of nothing. Things that you thought that you need, or clothes that you thought that you really want, you don't even wear, or it's, you know what I mean? It's just like, why are we so materialistic? And a lot of people know that they're being programmed to be materialistic, and they don't care. I was looking at the other day. I'm in Jersey, so there's this building, Jersey City, and it's super high. And it's a condo, luxury apartments. It's huge how big that building is, and I just felt sad for the people that I gotta live in. Now you would think, like, why would you feel sad for people who have to live in probably a nice building? And I'm like, think about the stress that they have to put on themselves to keep a decent job just to afford something like that. Me personally, I would never want to live in one of those high-rise apartments or complexes and stuff like that. Even complexes, like that. Because it doesn't matter how much money I make. And I'm not just saying that because right now I can't afford it. No, once I get to the point where I can't afford it, I would never spend money on that. You think about if you spending $2,000 a month on just one thing a month, that's a lot of money just going out. And you're not even bringing that money in. You're losing more than you're gaining. Regardless if you can afford it or not. You know what I mean? Like, I look at these billionaires and they live like minimalists, minimalists. And they don't go out purchasing a whole bunch of stuff like that will lose them money. If they want to purchase something huge or big, it's because they're investing in something that's going to gain them money either quickly or later on. That's the shit I'm on. If I'm going to spend $2,000 on something, That should be an investment that's going to give me $10,000 back. You know what I mean? Not $2,000 every month or 3, 4, 5 just to impress whom? Like, I'm going off on a tangent, but this is something near and dear to my heart because I was like that. I want the big car, I want the fancy car, I want the big house, I want I want all this shit. Now I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. I still want to get to the point where I will become a multimillionaire. I'm speaking that into existence. But how I move and how I make money and how I spend it is going to be totally different than what I grew up to think that I should spend it on. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to do something different. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I just want to do something different. And I know, like, how you go from speaking about pink tax and advertising going into this, I feel like it's full circle because you're being tricked to think about or to move about in a way that's not natural. It's not natural for you to be having all of these things, like all of this stuff, and you're not even using it. It's okay to have things that you use, but you have all of these things you consume, spending all of this money, and you're not gaining anything. Stressed. I'm like, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to. I look at my generations before me. I don't want to live like that. I want to be the generation of the family that takes it another route and see how that goes. You know what I mean? I want to build wealth for 2 generations after me. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit I'm on. And being a consumer doesn't get me there. I know you need to spend money to do certain things, but you're supposed to spend it wisely. And when you look at these advertising on TV and stuff like that, they're getting you to spend money constantly. They're getting in your mind to think, oh, you need this for your kids, or you need this for yourself. Oh, you trying to lose weight, da da da. Oh, you fucked up by eating our food. Okay, we have a medication for that. You know what I mean? Like we know that they create the problem and they solve it at the same time. But are they really solving the problem? No. It's like these people, powers that be, know exactly what they're doing. Because none of the powers that be consume or have any of the stuff that they're trying to sell. That's fact. They live in a whole nother perception of life that we probably would never, ever, ever get to experience. But they create a perception of life for us to experience, and it's not a good one. But when you are aware, you make change. And when you make change, you start to make effort. You see things around you change. Your environment changes. The people you hang around change. You know what I mean? Things that you thought you like, you don't like no more. Like, things start to happen. So, the biggest thing for you to continue to do is do right by you. And now I'm going to the third subject of the same video. Eating better ingredients. When we have so many of the same product, you don't think companies cut corners? They do the most. And they're going to make you the most fucked up product by spending the least amount of money that they possibly can. And they study the body, they study taste, they study flavors. And they know that if they can put something they know that's probably not edible for real, but it tastes good into your body, you will start to crave it. And the more you crave it, that consumerism comes in now, you start buying. So I have a video I want to show y'all real quick. Me at Whole Foods. Check it out.
Hey, y'all. So look. So this is Heinz, right? organic, blah 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 blah, right? But this was makes it non-organic, right? It says organic tomato from concentrate. Anything from concentrate is not organic. And it says, look, natural flavoring. That's not organic. But check this out. This is from the Whole Food brand, right? Check this out. Tomato cure, organic cane sugar, all of this. Look, you can read all of this. You can identify all the ingredients, and it's still ketchup. So all you gotta do is just make better choices. Like read the ingredients, make better choices. You know what I mean? And it's bigger. This one costs more, and this is bigger, and it has better ingredients. So stay woke.
So as you can see, that I showed you the difference. You know what I mean? Like, there are better ingredients out there for you. Some you might have to pay more, and some maybe not. But it also depends on what store you're going to and what store that you have access to. I'm being realistic. Not everybody can go to Whole Foods. You know what I mean? Me, I can't shop for produce at Whole Foods. You know what I mean? But I will find something that's just as better, or like actually going to a farmer's market like I actually do and get my produce. Or if I go, if I really want to be on my, like, get a lot of food, I will go to Trader Joe's because I know that I can get what I need for cheaper prices. You know what I mean? And the ingredients are better. Like, it's all about just being aware of what you're putting in your body, in your temple. It's extremely important for you to start taking personal responsibility of how you treat your body, your vessel. You know, like I say all the time, like, I'm so proud of myself that I changed my diet, because if I didn't, I probably would have had colon cancer or even worse. But I know it would probably be a cancer. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm proud that I stopped being stubborn, because I don't care if shit tastes good. That should not be in my body. My body is not a graveyard. I'm not going to put dead things in my body. I'm not going to do it. I don't care how good it tastes. If I can make a healthy equivalent of that, which I have found, I'm going to do so. Being vegan is one of the best things that ever happened to me. I feel so much better. I feel good. Like, I feel alive. Where I was walking like a zombie and consuming the same nasty shit. You know what I mean? And it's like now, like, my variety of food has expanded, and it's going to continue to expand the more I dip into other cultures and their spices and their vegetables, and you know what I mean, and their dishes of, vegan dishes, or some cultures would just say vegetarian dishes. Like, I'm really proud of myself. You can do it too. This whole thing comes together. I know it may seem like it's not, but I hope you get why I put these 3 topics in one video, because I genuinely feel like they all come together when you think about it. From the pink tax of how women are taken advantage of, to how you get caught up by watching TV and these advertising, and then how you can eat better ingredients and seeing that here's the same thing in the same store, and one is better than the other one. I wish I could have found something else, but you get the gist. I know you do. It's all about just doing things differently. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not telling you to go vegan, but I'm gonna tell you to go vegan because I'm a big advocate of veganism. But at the end of the day, I just want you to be aware of the shit that is being put in our faces all the time. All the time. It's fucked up, but you can be the change that you want to see. And that's what I'm doing for myself. Like, I'm not looking for outside to change something. I'm going to be the change that I want to see and spark the change in you. And then you can be the change that you want to be, and you can spark the change in somebody else. And that's how we can heal as a society, by changing ourselves first and being an example. People like the blah, 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 blah. I like to just lead by example. I'm silent most of the time. I just lead by example, do my thing. So this video is going on kind of long, but I just really wanted to put this out there because it's been a video I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'm happy I got it out. And I love you guys, and I really want y'all to really start being aware of what's going on. Even if you are, continue to be even more aware. It's just different areas of like subjects that you really never thought about before. Just expand your mind more. Expand your mind. Really expand and explore different things about yourself. Like go within. Explore things about yourself and explore things about different subjects that you might kind of be interested in or you really don't know too much about it. And see how it helps you out. But like I said, I didn't know about the paint tax. I just really started being more aware of the advertising on TV because now I'm hip to the shit and now I'm just really dissecting it. Ooh. And then, just eating better. You can, I'm gonna just keep this real brief. People think because I'm a vegan, I don't eat anymore because they're so used to eating the same things. And they think, when you're vegan, you just eating just grass or whatever people think that we eat. But I just eat food. I make sure I try to pick the best ingredients that I can possibly get, and everything that we enjoy goes into our spices. Like, if you really think about, do you really like meat? Think about how you prepare it. And then think about why it tastes good. Because how you prepare it is the same way you can prepare your vegan food. Herbs and spices. It is key. Because if you ate whatever animal raw, or you cooked it without any spices, I'm pretty sure it would not taste as good. So that's all I'm saying. I want to thank y'all again for checking me out and sticking to the end of the video. I know this is so long, but let me know if you enjoy these long talks. And we could get into like conspiracy bags. I'm all for it. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, and I'm very aware of I know a lot about a little. I don't know everything. I really don't. But if you enjoy the conversation, let's continue it in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel. Please. Subscribe to the channel. Show me some love. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I always say all the time, just you by being here is all support I need. But if you do want to purchase a t-shirt, a hoodie, please click the link in the description and go grab you one. And till next time, peace.